Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Samantha Izundu if you haven't been here before, and if you have, welcome back. I'm going to zoom you in soon because we are trying on some new makeup. I've got all my new makeup goodies here. If you saw on my Instagram, I took a picture and I've already done a face with some of these products, and I took a picture of all the products that I used, but I'm going to be trying the same and different at the same time, but they're all new to me. Pretty much everything is new to me bar a couple of things that I'm just trying to finish off. So let's zoom in. Beautiful, nice and close. So we've got some really exciting items like the new Nars Orgasm Blush Palette. Very exciting. I've got the Dior No Powder Powder. We've got the Glowish Skin Tint and Bronzer. We've got the Nars Cream Bronzer. I'm very excited. I've got quite a few new goodies. I went through a bit of a shopping spree. So what I'm going to do is put my eye primer on, Rimmel Magnifies. And I want to try half a face with primer. And I'm going to use a Milani Prime Perfection. I haven't used this yet. So I'm just going to quickly do that. Okay, so I'm going to start with eyes today, and I have, it's not a brand new palette, but it's new to me. It's the Colourpop Boudoir Noir, and the colours here, oh, the colours are absolutely stunning. So we're going to go for like a soft, muted, smoky kind of situation, because I'm going to focus on more cooler tones today, and then I'm going to do the Colourpop Luxe Gloss in Panna Cotta, which is from the Limoncello collection. Why don't we just start with Deja Vu, this really light shade here. And it's strange because it has a mirror, and I'm not used to that, as I'm sure none of you really are. I wonder if they've been doing it with all their new palettes or it's just some of them. Because I actually don't have that many Colourpop palettes. Because it can get expensive to ship to Australia. But they had a free shipping promo, which is why I bought this. And I also bought the Sandstone palette and the lip gloss. I only bought a couple of things. I get overwhelmed when I go on the Colourpop website. I just feel like there's so much stuff. And it's each week a new palette is already old. So like this isn't even that old, but in Colourpop world, it's old. What am I feeling? I want to do something with this green and gold. It's just stunning. Maybe like these around here. So I think I might use this shade here, Melt, to just provide a nice transition shade. It's a very pretty color. And then I might go in with the green. Maybe I'll do like a halo eye. I never really plan my eye looks. Just kind of go with the feeling, you know? So Sydney is now in lockdown, and if you don't know what that means, when we have a rise in cases of COVID, we lock down the area. In this case, it's all of Sydney and Greater Sydney. And we lock down for 2 weeks. You can only leave your house for essential shopping, like food shopping, doctor's appointments, and if you work in an essential service. Otherwise, you've got to stay indoors. And in the past, it has worked, but obviously it affects the economy, like small businesses, people who work casually, they're the ones that really struggle. Last time we went into lockdown, I was a casual worker and I did not earn an income, which was very difficult. This time though, I am part-time, so fortunately I will get that 2 weeks covered. But I know what it feels like to not. So in that time, I will be at home more often than usual. I am pretty usually at home. I'm going to try and do some more makeup and play with makeup, and I've got all this new makeup to play with, so I've got no excuse. My only excuse if I don't do it is motivation. And we all know motivation is a bit of a B-I-T-C-H. Okay, so then I said I was gonna go in with the green, didn't I? The green is called Late Text. And I'm gonna kind of do the same halo. Oh, this is a good formula. Beautiful. I haven't even finished the look and I'm already in love with it. So I'm hoping this lockdown is effective and helps us go back to 0. We were 0 for a while, and every so often our case would pop up, but it would go away. And so we've been very lucky. It gets quite stressful when you can't leave the house, you know. And people I really think of are single people who are literally just, that live alone, just alone in their apartment. I do really feel for those people. I think, you know, one of my best friends lives alone. And so we're gonna do like catch-ups, Zoom, Messenger, whatever it is that you use, catch-ups to stay in touch. Spoke to my best friend yesterday, spoke to my mum, spoke to my nan, spoke to everyone. It's funny, like when you're forced into not being able to see people, it makes you want to see them more, so you make that effort to contact them. Do you feel that way? What I want to use is this gold in the middle, and we might have to do some deepening up around it, but I'm going to do that first. And the gold shade is called Sleep In. This is a very pretty palette. I don't know why more people weren't talking about it. When I saw it, I was like, oh, that's beautiful. Look at this. Look at that. Excuse me. Excuse me. This is stunning. I think I could probably use a deeper shade on the edges when I finish this. But my God, this is like super easy. I haven't had any issues. Colourpop formula just smashes it. This is like going on so easily. I don't know, man. How do they do it? I mean, there is a reason why they're doing so well. Because this is a good formula. I got a tiny bit of fallout from the gold. For once I did my eyes before my base. Are you proud of me? Okay, and then I'm going to get that same brush I had with the green. I'm going to get a little bit more green and just deepen it up a little bit. Just blend it so they're blended together. And then I'm going to use Hot Toddy in the corner here. Hot Toddy, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. If that's an American thing, please let me know, because I don't know what that means. Yes. This is gorgeous. Gorge. And I can even go with a little bit of lighter shimmer on the inner corner. Oh, this is so cute. And then I had this gold shade. I'm going to flip it and I'm going to use Good Night. This one here on the first part of my lid. Wow. I am so impressed by the quality of this eyeshadow palette. We do have a pressed glitter in here. I should definitely let you know that, because that is important information. That can stop someone from buying a palette, which I completely understand. It's a waste of shade. And a lot of people don't use pressed glitters. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Beautiful. I don't know if I'm gonna do a wing or a pencil yet, so let's just continue on. Let's do my base, because I love the base. This is the Huda Beauty Glow Wish Multi-Dew Skin Tint in 01 Fair, and I have not used this yet. So what I'm gonna do is half sponge, half, what's that word? Brush. Okay, let's use a brush first. I'm just gonna start with one pump, and this is the non-primed side of my face. Oh, it's quite thick. Yeah, one pump was good. That blended really easily. Quite sheer, obviously, skin tint. Alright, let me start with that. I might try another layer, but let's do the sponge side. I mean, we can't see a huge difference in my complexion, can we? And this side I'm doing now has the primer. It is very luminescent, pearlescent, I should say, actually, not luminescent, pearlescent, as it was advertised, and as people have been reviewing it. There's a million reviews out there already. I feel like it's dewier on the sponge side. I feel like that's the difference here. I don't think there's a difference in coverage, but see how that looks dewier? Dewier. One more time. Dewier. All right, let me try it with a second. I'm gonna do one pump. Well, that's kind of like half a pump. And I'm just gonna do center of face and see if it adds. I think this is something I would just very much wear as a go out the door kind of product. I don't think this is something I would try and do a full face with, like I'm going to do today. Just because for me, I don't see so much coverage as I see. It really is like the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Finish, whereas there's not really coverage, it's just makes your skin super dewy and evens the skin tone a little bit. But I don't feel like there's really coverage, to be honest with you, for something that is so thick as well. Interesting. Interesting. Don't hate it, but I'm not totally convinced. Like my favorite, how? I literally just Dysoned my whole hair and you wouldn't even know it. I think it's really humid today. Oh, so annoying. Got this cowlick and it's just, it hates me. So my favorite tinted moisturizer is the Nars Radiant. Oh, you can't go wrong. It's just honestly perfect. Okay, we are going to do a bit of concealer. Now this is not new, but it's new to me. It is the Too Faced Peach Concealer Matte Instant Coverage Concealer in Buttercream. I'm going to use my finger, but I find matte concealers are good under dewier foundations or tints. I feel like it kind of evens out that mattifying effect. It does have that peach smell, which I don't like, but it isn't overbearing like some of the other products. But yeah, I think it's quite nice. I wouldn't say this is full coverage. It's very creamy. Very creamy. I forgot to use this. Okay, we're not using it today. It's too late. Okay, so I find that this isn't really that matte. And maybe it's just because I've got the skin tint underneath. But it's so creamy and emollient. I quite like it, and I'm glad I got this shade. I almost took the lighter shade, but I think this is perfect for me. Okay, before we do any powder, we are going to cream contour and cream blush. So, I have the Nars Laguna Sunkissed Bronzing Cream. I've already used this, and I am very impressed. So I'm just going to take my sponge, like so. And I did not take a lot. Look at that. Did you see just how seamless that was? Oh my god. I'm actually in love. I'm so in love. I would say Maybe I'll use the other side with the brush. I've only done it once before with the sponge, but I just think it looks so stunning. Like I could stop here. I don't need to use powder, but I will for the sake of the video. Even the glow tint with the Glowish tint with just this, what a beautiful look for just a cream. I'm thinking of doing a get ready with me with just cream products, since they're all the rage at the moment, and I have quite a lot of cream products at the moment. So this was my foundation brush. I'm just going to take a little bit of that and see how it goes with the brush. Oh, that picked up a lot more. Okay. Still blends out nicely though. Yeah. Another question would be is how this blends out on more of a matte type of foundation. It's one of those products I feel like I really need to play with. But so far I am very impressed. It is so emollient. When I put it on my hand, I really liked it, but it wasn't like this. I think having the foundation underneath really makes it blendable. Isn't it just beautiful? It's so natural. And this is something you could really add more if you wanted to, I think. And then we're going to get a little bit of blush. And it's one of my new Pixi On The Glow blushes. I bought this direct from their website. If you're Australian, it wasn't available anywhere else other than their website. I did the research. I have this, the shade Ruby. I haven't used this one, I've only swatched it. I've only used Fleur, the light pink one. So I am gonna get my brush on this one and just do that. And they're so sheer, but still give that tint. Oh, they're so pretty. Even the pink one, I would say it's definitely more for fairer skin, the light pink one, because it's quite a light color to begin with. Whereas this one, I feel like you could really build up. Oh, pretty. And let's try the sponge on the other side, shall we? Just for testing purposes. Yeah, that didn't pick up much. Let me try that again. Yeah, it does, but I think I preferred using the brush. It was that little bit easier. Yeah, I'm not going to do too much because I want to use the Nars palette as well. But that's pretty, isn't it? And that is a glowy blush. It doesn't go cream to powder or anything. It's meant to be dewy, and it's meant to be like a sheer dewy. Oh, beautiful. Powder bronze. Let's move on to powders. Powder bronzer. I have the Huda Beauty Glowish Soft Radiance Bronzing Powder in One Light. I went to Sephora and it was sold out, so I bought this online. So I got it separately to the skin tint. So I didn't buy them together. I was going to do a review, but now I feel like it's too late. So I'm just going to do it in this. And I have a bronzing brush. I have my Refer number 5, which is Real Hair, if you are wondering. In terms of light bronzer, I do want to say I have a few of the light shaded bronzers, and I like that this one is not yellow. Like Charlotte Tilbury, the most beautiful formula, a little bit on the yellow side. Whereas this is definitely nice, more neutral color, and I really, really like that. Because with my bronzer, I love bronzer. I like to have natural bronzer, but sometimes I like to be a little bit extra with my bronzer. I do love bronzer. As you can see, I'm going on with 2 different bronzers today. I just love how it warms up my face because I'm very fair, and it just gives a little bit of color and a bit of life to my face, which I appreciate. So I feel like this is very much, you have to really go in. which is a good thing. I don't like it when they're too heavily pigmented. I like being able to build up and blend. I feel like I'm getting a bit of a summer vibe going on. However, I am in the middle of winter right now. So I'm gonna leave it there for now, but that's nice. And we're gonna go in with, I think I want a powder and then I'll blush. Because even the blush, I might choose like a shimmery one so I don't have to highlight. This is the Dior No, is that what it's called? Face and Body Powder, No Powder. Love the name. And I got the shade Zero Neutral. I've got a big fluffy brush and I'm seeing that I'm quite glowy here where I don't want to be. So I'm going to start it there. The moment I saw this powder, I was like, I have to have that. And I've felt that way about a lot of Dior products, but this one I was like, ooh. It's like glowy and blurring at the same time. I don't know how you even do that. And I like that it's in a compact. I feel like I have enough loose powders. And it's nice and light. I think this is the kind of powder I would love in summer. Honestly. All year round, but like really love it in summer. I've been experiencing a lot of dryness here. And it doesn't matter what product I do or use. It's just always looks a little bit unpleasant right there. So, but everywhere else it looks good. So I'm loving this at the moment. And then we're gonna go with some blush. What blush am I gonna use? Maybe this one. I did use a blush that was this shade, but I don't think I want to use that one. I think I want to use this one. So let's get my Refa number 4. And these are more of a baked gelée, so I wanted a real hairbrush. No, I went in with the red. Okay, because I've already put red in it, I'm going to use my bronzer brush because that's a closer color than the other one. Yeah, I wanted to use a real hairbrush to get that. See, that just like really came onto my skin and I barely touched it. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I might even get this brush here and see if that'll numb it down a bit. Yeah, that helped it. Interesting. Wow, that's a pigmented blush. Interesting. This is my first time actually using it on my face. I've only swatched it. And I'd be curious to see how it performs with a synthetic brush too. Because with the real hair, they really pick up that baked gelée formula. Which it did. Oh. Okay, all right. My skin's looking better and better as I go along. Bit of highlight. I might use a little bit of this one here. And I'm just going to use the same brush. I would have used that, but I've just tainted it. So I'm not going to do that. This is Turtle Bay. I love Nars highlighters with all my heart. Look at that. Yes. Stunning. Stunning. I'm in love with myself. Okay, I really, really need to do my brows, like something fierce. So I'm gonna quickly do those. I have the Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim in Soft Brown. And then I'm going with my Manky Mecca Max Brow Guru that I'm trying to finish. Okay, so I did my brows and I think I'm gonna call this a day. It's so gluggy now that it's actually leaving like a little bit, like I can get away with it today, but I think that's it. I think it needs to be called a day. So I've done a lot of eyeliner with a non-new product, my Essence Kajal pencil in Teddy. And now I'm going to get very fun, like Real Techniques this is. Defining crease brush. And I'm going to take this one here. I'm noticing that Too Faced is quite creasy, the concealer. I think it'd be something that I need to really target a set down with. Like it blends out, but it's just so creamy and emollient. Not matte to me. But I will keep playing with it because my opinion can change with different foundations. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the green, just right on the tip there. That's what she said. Pretty. I'm in love with this palette. Like totally in love. Totally in love. Yeah, I don't like to do too much underneath. And then I'm going to take this brush that I used before and get a little bit more of that Good Night, that light shimmer. And just put that in my inner corner. I have a feeling it's a Super Shock shadow. I've never owned a Super Shock shadow. It doesn't tell you. But it's performing like it's a little bit extra, you know? Yes. Okay, I'm going to do my mascara. I'm just going to be using my Rimmel Lash Accelerator in my Project Pan. And I'll be right back. Alright, so I have a brand new lip liner that I bought from Kevin Aquan, and I've been dying to buy one of these, and I finally did. It's the Unforgettable Lip Definer in the shade Divine, and the whole range from this lip liner collection is to, oh, your little pencil sharpener, cute, is to mimic different, not mimic, to be for all different skin tones. So this was not the lightest one, but I liked the shade of it. So I'll give you a little swatch. Very pretty. And I am going to do this first and then decide what lip color I want because I really want to use this. And if I do end up loving this, I'd like to get the lightest shade. It's just a little bit more pinky, which I still would love. But as my first one, I wanted this one, a little bit more definition. But it's like, you know, all the different nude lips, which is a great collection in my mind. And I haven't bought a lip liner in a while. So I have my Project Pan Pinky Tone, or I have my Luxe Lip Gloss, which I think is more of a match to this look, so I might do that. It's also got like a brush. Let me see if that's gonna like soften the edges a bit. Yeah, that's good. Because I am wanting to wear it with a gloss. And then I've got my Panna Cotta from the Limoncello Luxe Gloss. Oh, the smell of this is just divine. It's so edible. Yeah. Okay, so that's everything. Is there anything that I didn't like? I would say the concealer is not my favorite. I think I could live without it, but I liked how easy it was to apply. Something I want to continue using because I'm not 100%, like, I'm gonna try with different formulas of foundations underneath and different powders and things like that. My star of the show is the eyeshadow palette and the Laguna Cream Bronzer and the blush palette. And that for now. Like, I did love the other product. Like, I loved all the products. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Skin tint, I'm still on the fence. We're gonna see how we go through the day as well. And I'll give you an update on how I enjoyed it. But that is everything. Let me know what you think of my look. I'm going to put it on Instagram. I'm trying to be more active on Instagram. I've been not very good. So I'm going to do my best with that. So if you don't follow me over there, I would recommend you do. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, subscribe if you are new here, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.